After age 60, the body begins to show stiffness, slower movement, and muscle tightness. Not because aging is a disease, but because years of reduced flexibility weaken the natural mobility of the hips, spine, and legs. And this is exactly why researchers at Harvard Medical School emphasize that the most protective thing an older adult can do daily is include a gentle, surgeon-approved stretch that restores the body's natural range of motion. Orthopedic departments at Mayo Clinic have repeatedly shown that flexibility loss in the hamstrings and hips is one of the top predictors of back pain, balance issues, and mobility decline. And this stretch directly targets these problem areas by lengthening the hamstrings and activating the hip joints in a safe, controlled way. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, the hip joint is one of the most important mobility centers in the human body, and when it becomes tight, the lower back compensates, leading to spinal compression and nerve irritation. Which is why surgeons encourage older adults to release tension in this area every single day with simple, consistent movements instead of high-impact workouts. Cleveland Clinic's geriatric rehabilitation research also explains that when people over 60 sit for long periods, the hip flexors, shortened circulation slows, and the muscles lose elasticity, which leads to that familiar feeling of heaviness or stiffness. When standing up or taking the first steps after sitting, this is precisely where this stretch becomes essential, because it gently reverses these sitting-induced imbalances, improves blood flow through the legs, and wakes up the stabilizing muscles that protect balance. The University of Cambridge aging scientists have shown that even a short routine of slow, still deliberate stretching improves microcirculation to the joints, which reduces inflammation and supports smoother, more youthful movement patterns. Harvard Health Publications adds that light stretching has been proven to improve neuromuscular communication, which means the brain and muscles stay better connected, helping older adults move with more strength, precision, and confidence. Surgeons at Mayo Clinic frequently highlight that one of the biggest challenges after age 60 is the loss of flexibility in the posterior chain. The chain of muscles running from the lower back to the calves, and the hamstrings play the central role in this chain. When the hamstrings tighten, the pelvis tilts, the spine strains, and walking becomes less efficient. The surgeon-approved stretch recommended by many physical therapists from Johns Hopkins and UCL gently lengthens these muscles, reduces pelvic tension, and helps maintain the posture that seniors need for safe, stable walking. Harvard's Department of Physical Therapy also points out that hamstring stretching is linked to improved fall prevention because looser muscles allow for faster corrective steps when balance is threatened. University of Oxford. Musculoskeletal research shows that the aging process naturally decreases the water content of muscles and tendons. But stretching stimulates hydration at the cellular level, helping tissues stay supple and youthful. Cleveland Clinic adds that stretching reteaches the joints to move through their natural angles, something that becomes especially important in older adults who haven't maintained regular mobility exercises. With this simple daily stretch, circulation increases, joints warm up, and stiffness slowly disappears, which is why surgeons consistently prefer recommending low-intensity mobility work rather than high-impact routines. For people over 60, nutrition plays a role in how effective stretching becomes. And Harvard School of Public Health notes that older adults who consume adequate magnesium experience better muscle relaxation and fewer cramps during mobility exercises. Simple foods like leafy greens, almonds, beans, and bananas can support this muscle lengthening process. Johns Hopkins Medicine also reminds older adults that dehydration is a major hidden cause of stiffness because muscles cannot glide smoothly without enough water, which is why drinking even a small glass of water before performing the stretch can improve performance and reduce discomfort. The University of Cambridge highlights that hydration improves the elasticity of tendons, allowing seniors to stretch more comfortably and safely. Aging researchers from UCL and Cambridge also confirm that stretching releases nitric oxide, a natural molecule that improves blood vessel dilation, allowing oxygen-rich blood to reach the muscles more effectively. This helps older adults feel energized, lighter, and more capable throughout the day. Harvard Medical School's research on breathing during stretching shows that slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which reduces cortisol, lowers inflammation, and enhances the body's ability to relax into the stretch. Mayo Clinic's Integrative Medicine Division frequently teaches older adults that mobility is not only physical, but also neurological. And deep breathing allows the brain to fully engage with the flexibility process, improving long-term results. Oxford University studies also show that seniors who perform light stretching consistently experience improvements in gait speed, joint comfort, and lower body strength, even without traditional strength training exercises. Cleveland Clinic orthopedic specialists often explain that stiffness itself is not a permanent condition. It is simply a pattern formed from years of limited movement, and the body is capable of reversing this pattern at any age. Johns Hopkins research supports this by showing that older adults who perform flexibility routines see measurable improvements in mobility, even in their 70s and 80s. Harvard Psychology and Aging research adds another layer to the effectiveness of this stretch. Seniors who believe movement can help them stay young experience significantly better mobility. Improvements compared to those who approach exercise with fear or hesitation. A positive mindset activates more motor neurons, improves movement quality, and reduces the risk of injury because confidence improves body control. Cambridge University also points out that maintaining a sense of purpose in physical health reinforces long-term consistency, leading to stronger joints, more flexible muscles, and improved overall energy levels. This makes the surgeon-approved stretch not just a physical activity, but a daily practice that restores the body. This natural alignment reawakens circulation, supports longevity, and reinforces the belief that aging can be active, youthful, and strong when supported by the simple, scientifically backed routines validated by top American and UK medical institutions. After 60, the body responds to food differently, energy production slows down, and inflammation becomes easier to trigger. Which is why nutrition experts from Harvard School of Public Health and Mayo Clinic emphasize that diet becomes one of the most powerful tools seniors can use to stay energetic, mobile, and youthful. Researchers at Johns Hopkins Medicine have shown that even small, consistent dietary changes can improve muscle recovery, reduce joint stiffness, support brain function, and help maintain a healthier weight, all of which directly influence the ability to move comfortably and complete daily activities without exhaustion. This is why surgeons and geriatric specialists in major medical centers like Cleveland Clinic repeatedly highlight that what seniors eat has a direct impact on mobility and longevity, calling nutrition a silent therapy that works from the inside out. Harvard Medical School explains that one key factor after 60 is inflammation control because chronic inflammation contributes to stiffness, joint pain, and slowing of the metabolism, and many common foods either reduce or increase this inflammation. Foods high in refined sugar, excessive salt, and processed fats increase inflammatory markers, while foods like berries, leafy greens, nuts, fish, olive oil, and whole grains help reduce them. The University of Cambridge has conducted several studies showing that older adults who incorporate anti-inflammatory foods regularly experience better physical function, less morning stiffness, and greater overall vitality. Nutrition research from the University of Oxford also indicates that balanced dietary patterns like Mediterranean-style eating provide long-term protective effects on muscles, bones, and cardiovascular health. Protein becomes especially important after 60 because muscle mass naturally declines with age, a condition known as sarcopenia. And geriatric studies from Johns Hopkins explain that light but consistent protein intake helps slow this decline. This doesn't require heavy protein shakes. Mayo Clinic recommends simple foods like eggs, yogurt, beans, lentils, chicken, and fish, which provide the amino acids needed for muscle repair and structure. Harvard's Department of Nutrition has repeatedly emphasized that older adults who consume moderate protein throughout the day experience improved mobility, less fatigue, and better balance because their muscles remain strong enough to support safe movement. University College London adds that protein intake is even more effective when paired with light daily activity because muscles respond more strongly when both nutrition and movement are present. Harvard Health Publications also highlights the importance of vitamin D and calcium for seniors because these nutrients support bone strength and stability, reducing the risk of fractures or weakness during walking. Foods like yogurt, fortified milk, sardines, and sunlight exposure play a role in maintaining healthy bones. Oxford University research shows that seniors with adequate vitamin D levels demonstrate better posture, stronger leg performance, and improved balance. Mayo Clinic adds that vitamin D deficiency is extremely common in people above 60 and can lead to increased fall risk, muscle weakness, and joint discomfort, making this nutrient crucial for maintaining independence. Healthy fats play another essential role in senior wellness, as explained by researchers at Harvard School of Public Health. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, tuna, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds help reduce joint pain, support brain health, and improve circulation. Cleveland Clinic's cardiology and nutrition teams emphasize that omega-3 South are linked to reduced inflammation around the joints and improved flexibility. University of Cambridge studies have observed improved cognitive function among older adults who consume omega-3 rich diets, supporting sharper memory, better focus, and more stable mood. Hydration is another foundational element highlighted by Mayo Clinic and Johns Hopkins Medicine. Older adults often have a reduced sense of thirst, which leads to mild dehydration even without realizing it. Cleveland Clinic notes that dehydration makes the muscles stiffer, increases fatigue, and reduces joint lubrication, causing discomfort during walking or stretching. Harvard Medical School encourages seniors to drink water throughout the day, even before they feel thirsty, because adequate hydration improves blood flow, supports kidney function, reduces headache risk, and helps maintain healthy digestion. Cambridge's aging research also verifies that proper hydration helps maintain skin elasticity and cellular health, which contributes to a more youthful appearance and better overall energy. Fiber is also crucial after 60, according to Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, because it supports digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and improves cardiovascular health. Foods like oats, beans, apples, vegetables, and whole grains support gut function and reduce the risk of constipation, which is more common in older adults. Johns Hopkins medicine has shown that high-fiber diets reduce inflammation throughout the body and support a healthier immune system. Oxford University adds that gut health influences mental clarity and emotional well-being, meaning seniors who consume fiber-rich foods often experience better mood stability and sharper focus. Harvard's aging psychology studies also emphasize the importance of mindful eating. Seniors who slow down during meals, chew thoroughly, and pay attention to flavor tend to digest food better and absorb nutrients more effectively. Mayo Clinic's nutritionists explain that eating too quickly can lead to bloating, discomfort, and overeating, which reduces energy levels. Mindful eating trains the body to recognize fullness more accurately, which is especially helpful as metabolism naturally slows down with age. Cambridge University research highlights the significance of reducing processed food consumption. Foods high in preservatives, refined oils, and artificial flavors increase inflammation and weaken the body's natural ability to heal. Cleveland Clinic warns that processed foods are a major contributor to fatigue, joint discomfort, and brain fog in older adults. Eating whole natural foods supports better metabolism, healthier circulation, and more stable energy throughout the day. Harvard Medical School also emphasizes that mental attitude toward eating directly affects health outcomes. Seniors who view food as nourishment rather than restriction enjoy more consistent, healthier habits and better long-term wellness. Positive food experiences, shared meals, and balanced choices reduce stress around eating and support deeper satisfaction, which improves hormone balance and digestion. All of these findings from leading American and UK medical institutions make it clear that after 60 in art, nutrition becomes a powerful form of self-care that fuels mobility, keeps the body flexible, and supports a youthful energy level from the inside out.